Hi, my loves. How are you doing? So, I got inspired to come do another video for you guys, and I really wanted to talk about something that has just been maybe a nagging thought or a nagging um feeling within me that I think it's important to talk about and share. So I wanted to bring this topic as maybe food for thought or maybe a discussion that people could chime in on. So a few months ago, maybe like not even a few months ago, maybe like a month and a half ago, I was talking to a friend on a phone or on the phone. And I can't really say this person is a friend, but I was talking to an acquaintance on the phone and we were talking about the work that I do and how I wanted to share it with a specific audience. And I just can't get this train of thought or this frequency of information out of my head that she stated. She said something like most 40-year-olds are already settled and um are already living the life that they want or something like that. And that took me back a bit because it was an insult. It was an insult to the work that I'm doing, and it was an insult to me because I'm 40 years old and I don't have my dream reality established right now. And I'm still pursuing it. I'm still working on it. I'm actually living it as we speak. This is my dream reality, to be here and to offer guidance and to provide new perspectives and to engage people's thoughts on how they could be living a better life for themselves. So she stated the statement, and I was like, no, there are 40-year-olds that aren't aren't creating or aren't in the lives that they truly want for themselves or aren't um uh experiencing their deepest desire for who they are. And I remember how I felt, and I remember how just hurt I I remember the feeling of feeling hurt, and I remember the feeling of sort of as if she was attacking me for not being someone who has their lives together or who's making a ton of money. Mind you, this statement is from someone or was from someone who has a lot of money and I don't know, does whatever she does. Don't know what she does. But anyway, so I just wanted to kind of come and bring this experience forth to you guys in order to kind of dissect the underpinnings of her statement and my consciousness and my beliefs tell me that most 40-year-olds aren't really where they want to be in life. Most 40-year-olds are pretending to be in a place where they truly never wanted to be in, but sort of fell in because that's the way life kind of unfolded for them. And while they may be settled and while they may have, um, the job and the car and the house and the career, that doesn't mean that they're really fulfilled in who they are. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are truly alive and experiencing life the way they want to experience it, the way they choose to experience it. Obviously, like, you have choices in life, right? You have the freedom to decide what it is that you're going to do one day to the next. But overall, are you fully fulfilled in who you are? Do you truly know yourself? Are you able to say, yes, I created this life for who I am? Or, or did you settle? Did you settle with a life that you were never really meant to live? Did you settle for a person you were never really meant to be? All because you were trying to people please and you were always trying to appear as if you had things together. And in all actuality, you truly just wanted to allow yourself to try to try something that resonated with your heart, to try something different that made you feel more connected to your soul. And my my journey has been that. My experience has been, you know what? I'm gonna do this thing or try this thing because I want to see if it's possible for me. I want to see if it's something that I can take on. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. Uh, I'm learning all along the way. And if I make a mistake, that's okay. Because from those mistakes, I'm gathering information and it's then putting me on a different trajectory to the position that I truly want to be in, to the place that I desire most to realize myself in and as. So for me, I have been the person who took a lot of chances and who lived off the beaten path. Like, I never really built a career for myself. I never really settled for the 9 to 5. And and the reason why I never did was because I could see that it would make me unhappy. It would make me feel caged in and not fully expressed in in my body and in my being and in my soul and in my spirit. And I was never meant to, none of us are meant to work a career that doesn't fulfill us, that doesn't make us add to life in a way that supports someone, adds to someone's existence, adds to someone's life. So, and I know this is controversial because then you think about, like, well, what about all the jobs that exist and, all these people who are hired and work for all these companies that create all of these changes in the world? Well, yes, there's that too, but it's also soul crushing. You're also an individual. Some people are meant to work for companies that create more for the greater good. And then certain people are meant to strike out on their own and do something that helps people in a different way, in a more tactful way. And honestly, I feel like if the world, excuse me, I'm going to take that back. If we didn't have work as we know it, the world would be a totally different place. We wouldn't be as crazy, and I wanted to say a different word, but the world wouldn't be as chaotic. The world wouldn't be as self-seeking. The world wouldn't be as turmoil or tumultuous as it is if we allowed every single individual in the entire world to fully step into their fullest being, their fullest existence of who they want to realize themselves as. We would have a totally different world. But because only, I don't want to say select few, but because only a small amount of people, of the billions of people in the world, step out and strike out on their own and try something different, create new realities that we are experiencing as a whole, is why we have the world that we have today. As far as the United States of America, and this is another thing that I hate. Well, can I say the United States of America or the entire world? I would just focus on the United States of America. And obviously, there are other countries that follow suit, right? Countries that have been colonized by the US. But that's a whole other tangent and topic for a whole other day. But I just wanted to bring it back to the main idea, which is that honestly, if we lived a life where everybody was able to have the freedom to express themselves and truly knew who they were here and here, we would have a totally different world. We wouldn't be living the way that we live currently. We have so much freedom in the United States of America. And I know this for a fact because I've lived in so many other countries and I've seen so many different ways of life. And here is the most independent nation. Here is the most free thinking nation. It's what allows me to do what I'm doing. It's what allows you to be who you are. And because of this, we are able to express our most deepest desires, at least for those who are fully connected to themselves and are free in a way that allows them to go and seek after what it is that they truly feel called to. And this is no knock to the people who are still, working a 9 to 5. I do not knock your decisions, your choices, but I do question, are you fully fulfilled? Are you fully fulfilled? There are two things that I have to ask you. Do you feel, fully yourself? Are you fully who you want to be? And if you are you living it? Are you living the life that you fully desire? That you have no doubt that this is who and what you want to be for the rest of your life in the position that you are in. in the job that you're doing, if you feel like that and that you're completely happy with the way that you are existing, and if you feel that way, then kudos to you. I'm so happy because everybody deserves to feel complete. Everybody deserves to feel whole. Everybody deserves to feel alive and connected with themselves. And I'm so happy that you are there. And if you're not there, then what is it going to take for you to get there? For you to fully step back, look at your life, look around you, and look at every aspect of who you are and ask yourself, is there any area of my life that I want to change? And if the answer is yes, then I implore you to step into that and look at it and work on this so that you can become your most desired reality. And if you're not fulfilled, if you're not fulfilled, this is what you would do. And if you are fulfilled, then keep going, keep living as your authentic self. And don't ever let anyone take that away from you. But my belief, and stepping back to the whole point of this video, my belief is that not every 40-year-old, there's some 40-year-olds who are like me, who are still not where they truly want to be in life, who are still trying to create a reality that they feel their most fulfilled self as. And nothing is wrong with that, because life is about expanding yourself. Life is about learning about yourself. Life is about choosing yourself, choosing the things that you want within who you are, and letting go of the things that you don't want, the things that you're not happy about. If you want to lose weight, you start doing the work to get there. If you want to create a new reality for yourself, you start taking the steps to make that happen. If you want to create love for yourself and you want to have this curated life for yourself, then you start taking the steps to live in that and to become that, to take that on and become it. And so because of that, I stand in the position that while, yes, most 40-year-olds already have the career that they are, you know, existing in, most 40-year-olds are settled, but are you truly happy? Are you truly fulfilled within here and here? Are you really connected to yourself, or are you living for other people? Are you living for your friends? Are you living for society? Are you living for the idea of not looking like you don't have it together? And if you're doing these things, are you living for other people? And if you're doing these things, then you're not truly where you want to be. You're not truly living as you're meant to live, which is authentically and fully yourself. And I'm the conduit that will let you see that you can be who you want to be. And if I have to sacrifice my if I have to sacrifice my there's this thing I don't know the name for it, but and I always do this, but there's this, if I have to sacrifice I want to say my persona in order to get the point across that I'm imperfect. Um, am I where I want to be and I'm 40 years old? No, hell no. Fuck no. But does that mean that there's something wrong with me? No, hell no. Fuck no. Because I'm at least living the life that will allow me to step into who I truly do want to be, because I'm not settling for having what looks like I have a life that's together, quote unquote. So while everyone is being, I'm bad. I want to say while everyone is being asleep, I was going to say something else, but while everyone's being asleep and, you know, doing it the way that they've instructed us to live from the time that we were children, I will be the outlier. I will be the person who is striking and paving a path for themselves in their own way by showing up and talking about my life and sharing my thoughts and my perspective and holding people accountable and getting people to think outside of the box. I am editor Majek of TheInnHerExpereince, and this was another video and activation on stepping into the person you truly desire to experience yourself as. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. And I will see you later. Bye.